Hello, welcome back. You are watching a physics class on exercise chapter matter. Okay, so today our topic is matter occupies space. In the previous classes, I have already discussed on the matter has mass. So I have already discussed on the activity. Okay, so today I am discussing on the matter occupies space. So you know very well that when you inflate into air into a balloon, then you will see that it increases in size. This means that the air fills space inside the balloon and makes the balloon what expand. Okay, so this means that the space occupied by matter is called its volume. Okay, so you know very well, as all the object occupy space, this means that all of them have volume. Now activity, uh, to prove that the matter occupies space. So first of all, we have to take material required, namely graduated jar, stone, string, and water. So first of all, fill the jar with water up to the 50 ml mark. Okay. So now we have to take a stone and tie it with the help of string, and slowly it lower immerse into the water. Okay. You will see when you lower the stone inside the jar containing water, you will see the level of water what rises. So this the level of water increases when the stone is immersed in it. This means that the stone take up the space in the water. When the stone is removed, then again the level of water will what decrease. So from this experiment we can say that matter occupies space. Okay. So now next is the composition of matter. So what do you mean by atom? Atom means what? It is the basic unit of matter. It's called what? Atom. And atom is it is the very smallest particle that we cannot see. Okay, that we cannot see even under a microscope too. Okay, so most of the atoms may be independent in existence or may not be in independent existence. When two or more atoms combine together, then a molecule is formed. Okay, so if the question arises, what do you mean by molecules? Then we can say molecules is the smallest particles of matter, which is which has independent in existence. Okay, so it may consist one or more than one atom. As for example, suppose when two oxygen atoms combine together, then it forms what? It forms oxygen molecules. In the similarly, when two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom combine, then it forms one molecule of water. Okay, so you must keep in mind that the ancient Indian philosopher described matter as being made up of what? Five elements, namely Panch Tattva. What are they? Earth, sky, air, fire, and water. Okay. Maharishi Kannad, one of the ancient Indian philosophers, he said that matter is the smallest particle, namely Anu, and which in turn is divisible into a smaller parts, namely Parmanu. In the same way, the ancient Greek philosopher Democritus said that matter is made up of indivisible particles called atomon, means atom. Over the year, the concept of the atom was developed further by John Dalton, which was an who was an English chemist. He proved that the molecules are the smallest independent particles of matter. So, what are the various characteristics of molecules? The molecules have the various characteristics. Number one is they are very small in size. They cannot be seen even under a microscope. The molecules in all form of matter, they continue in motion. They are always in motion. I mean that they never at rest. Okay, they can either vibrate about their own position or maybe move about in a random matter. In a random matter, in case of liquid and gases. Moreover, the molecules are of a substance are held together by a force of attraction. Said what? Said intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, So moreover, the molecules, the space between the molecules in any substance is said to be intermolecular space. So it depends on the strength of the intermolecular force of attraction. So you must keep in mind, if the force of attraction between them is very strong, then we can say that it is solid. If not so strong, then we can say it is liquid. If the force of attraction between them is very less, then you can say it is what? Gas. Okay. So in the next classes we have to discuss on the state of matter, namely solid, liquid and gas. So I hope so you will understand very clearly. So in the next class we will discuss on the state of matter. Again we will see you in the next class. Bye bye.